It's fully cinematic for me. Hey, Ren.
You know what I appreciate um, out of the movies this year, which were a lot of them.
Yeah.
Um, there, I felt at least in the fall, there was a lot of good representation.
Yeah, there was.
Um,
I was looking at that, and I have actually about at least four black movies in my top 10 for the year. And I didn't put,
yeah,
I didn't put them in that in those slots because they're black movies. They just happen to be good.
yeah, Woman King, um, that was really good. I like that one. Viola Davis, I think she really represented. I wasn't expecting the thing to be an action movie for one thing. It felt like the Black 300. I'm cool with that. Um, Black Adam. Um, it just felt very. It felt good. The Rock was just representing. You had a couple of other main characters that were there. And how about Black Panther, man? Wakanda Forever. That
Loved
thing.
it. Loved it.
I think Wakanda Forever is the first time in my adult life that I've got really close to crying in the theater.
Which part? Which part got you there?
Oh, the beginning.
Funeral.
Yeah, man, I was like, man, this is literally hits too close to home because dude really like died.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And I was one of those people for the past 2 years. I was saying that they need to recast the role because the character is so important. But the way they handled it in this movie, it worked for me. It is a very worthy sequel.
the weird thing about it is if you look at how the comic goes, T'Challa does get sick for a while, goes away, and does something. He goes into exile or something. So his sister does take the role of Black Panther for a little bit
Yeah.
until I think he comes back and takes it back for whatever reason. So it's weird how that was so easily done with the storyline and so conveniently like woven in because like, hey, they could totally use this. Like, if we didn't think that this dude embodied the character of T'Challa before, like, how does his life go along with the dang comic book character so well that they just fold that into the movie? That's
And then
something, isn't it?
and then they even told us that he died because of a mystery illness that they wouldn't name. So it's like we're just going to connect that to the real illness that he died from. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. They did it well, though. I
Yeah,
tell you
they did.
that.
And you know what?
Man,
I ain't gonna lie. This is one of those movies where they made me like a character that I never gave a shit about ever in my life in the
talking about
comics.
Namor.
Yeah, gave I never gave a shit about Namor in the comics, but now I love
Nobody did.
I love
Nobody cared about
I,
Namor.
he's great now. I can't wait to see him again.
The storyline was really good.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was.
Even though he was kind of the villain in a way, but not the villain.
Right, yeah.
Um,
He was
you
he
respected his game.
wasn't so much the villain as the antagonist from a certain point of view.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because he was the hero from the Talokan point of view.
That is true. He was
Yeah.
he was like a god to them.
Right.
You know. And I respect the backstory, how they made that work, and
I love that. I don't think anybody else but Ryan Coogler would have come up with that. Because we've already seen him reinvent the Rocky series.
Oh
He
man.
he brought Wakanda to life,
Mm.
and now he's completely reinvented Atlantis for the better.
For the better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, shout out to Aquaman. Do better. The bar has been raised. Come on now. You may not get there, but at least try.
But one thing that they gotta work on is they gotta do something about Julia Louis Dreyfus. She's not fit in so far they had her in 2 movies, and I don't think she fit in either one.
No, I mean, she was just looking for a job since Veep. I don't know. That ain't the one for her. Like, I don't care about her character.
And I was talking to Terrence, I was like, why in the hell would the director of the CIA have a purple streak in her hair?
Yeah, I don't know.
You
Is it
gonna be
like that in
giving
the comics?
I don't know. I never even heard of this character until the movies because it's been a while since I read any new comic books. But I mean, it just looks like she's having a midlife crisis or something, and that's not somebody who would even get that job.
You know what? I think I may. I wonder if it has some correlation with, like, loosely with Agatha. You know, because colors always mean something in the MCU, and the boys plan a long time of foreshadowing, like the long game of foreshadowing. I wonder. Yeah, because to your point, why would she have a purple streak in her hair? That's not professional.
Also, what it kind of looks like to me is that they're trying to make her basically the new Nick Fury, and that brings us back to whitewashing. You're gonna replace the black man with a white woman?
I think Nick Fury's coming back though. Um, so what I remember hearing from the commentary is she's supposed to be over kind of forming this.
The Thunderbolts?
Yeah, yeah, so yeah, the kind of anti hero version of the Avengers and stuff. um yeah, I get her purpose, but I don't think she's a good um fit for that role.
I do, yeah, I get her purpose too, but her scenes in these movies clash with the tone of what everything else is going on. Like when she came to the grave in Black Widow, like that was supposed to be a serious moment to um show respect to this character that's been in this thing for over a decade, and you're gonna come in with a joke.
Yeah,
And
what's your thing about showing up at funerals and just joking around? What's up with that? She does that a lot.
yeah, and in this movie, like I don't give a shit about your marriage to this dude.
I don't think the importance to the character, that character development could have not happened.
Maybe they should have hired a dramatic actress instead of a comedian.
Well, so here's the thing. This is a good question to ask. And I don't know the answer to this. Because not Thor Ragnarok. That's the one I like. Thor: Love and Thunder is too jokey. Is
Trash.
Marvel being a little too jokey these days? I know the comic version of the movie was kind of like on the lighthearted side, but damn.
They just run it into the ground with that one. And it wasn't even funny. It was kind of like, and it didn't even seem like an adult wrote that movie. It seemed like you got the class clown from 6th grade to come up with the whole story. And it's like, I was surprised there wasn't a bunch of fart jokes. I thought that was the only thing missing.
I don't know if you heard me refer to this movie before as such, but I will. I think it's a flamboyant Ben-Hur.
No, I never heard that before.
That's how I look at it. I'm like, chariots, great.
with
It's a lot of
guns
primary colors. There's too many primary colors.
until it's all black and white.
Yeah. Christian Bale should have skipped this one.
Yeah, he should have. Well,
This
from the way he's been talking lately, it sounds like Chris Hemsworth would have skipped it too if he knew how it was going to turn out.
how look, I don't know. They had to know it was bad because while they were shooting the movie, like, they had to know. Like, are you admitting it now? You come to that conclusion now? What? Because somebody had to tell you? You thought that was good?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, you basically did make a comedy about cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. And the all right, so the end fight wasn't is what it should be. They should have gave Christian Bale more screen time. They should have did a lot more with that movie, not me. So,
And I don't
damn.
think Christian Bale, they should have kept the comic relief away from him completely. Like his story was pretty harsh. You know, he lost his whole family, including and he watched his daughter die. Like his story should have been dramatic the whole time.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been
The whole
included.
movie should have been.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been, especially him. He shouldn't have been included in any of the jokes. And it would have been great if they would have. And you know what else? I love the interaction between Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy in Infinity War, but in this movie,
It's awkward.
yeah, it didn't work. They should have just followed that blueprint and run with it.
It's almost
Oh,
Hemsworth and Chris Pratt don't get along with each other. It just felt I felt that tension, like I'm the main actor. No, I'm the man. Kind of like how Vin Diesel and The Rock get along on the Fast and Furious. Like, hey man, this is my scene. I got big muscles.
yeah, and that was crazy. Like it came out that Vin Diesel was trying to inspire The Rock to inspire a better performance out of The Rock by being an asshole to him. Like, come on,
Okay.
man. Come on, man.
It's a nice spin to it, buddy. Fake it till you make it, I guess.
And you're not even a director. Why are you even taking that upon yourself to be your job?
That's how Vinny is. Yeah, we leave him to his own devices. Just give us some more Riddick movies.
No, I couldn't. I only like Pitch Black. That's the only one I like.
Yeah, me too, kind of. I mean, yeah. I looked at Chronicles of Riddick today because they had it on Sci-Fi playing. I'm like, yeah, this doesn't hold up at all.
No,
but yeah, the whole thing with Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy characters, whatever that, I forgot what the big rock dude's his name is. Yeah, he got my nerve. Yeah, he got my nerves.
Yeah, and I thought he was actually funny in Ragnarok, but he was just stupid in this one.
Let's put it in perspective now. So we have how many movies from the Thor series? 4?
Yeah.
There's one good one.
Well, in my opinion, there's no good ones because I don't like any of them. Any of the.
You didn't like Ragnarok?
No, I think that Thor should be like the Hulk, where they only put him in movies where he's with other people.
See, the only reason why the Hulk was in movies with other people is because of a contractual thing. However, Thor can't hold a movie by itself.
Right. Yeah.
You can make 20 Hulk movies. People just go see it. It could be trash. People just go see it for days because he's gonna break shit.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna get mad.
But with the Hulk, I don't like this whole I don't like this smart Hulk thing because to me, like the key draw for me with the Hulk is the whole Jekyll and Dr. Hyde situation. I want that. I don't want him to be have his psyche balanced. I want him to transform all the time. That's what I want.
Well, I don't want to give you a spoiler, but he is going to go back to doing that. And I don't know if I should tell you or the audience why. Maybe, I mean, it's all over YouTube if they look for it, but you didn't watch She-Hulk, did you? Right?
Not even 5 minutes.
I mean, it's been out for a while. So, in that series, the Hulk went went back to whatever planet.
Sakar.
Yeah, because he had to finish some business. Now, while he was there, he had a son. He brought back a son to Earth.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen where they kill
His wife.
Hulk. Yep, and he goes back and he just loses. I think he loses it worse than he was before.
But this is the thing, like people have been getting all excited because it seemed like they were teasing a World War Hulk movie, but they still have the rights issue. So how can they make a World War Hulk movie?
I think the contractual thing is over next year. I think it is.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so.
And they got the same issue with Namor. Like they can't do a Namor solo movie because they got rights problems.
Yeah, I think Stan Lee for like cleaning up a lot of that stuff with the Spider-Man thing before he died, but golly, they had some licensing thing all over the place, man. They was just trying to release however they could back in the day.
Yeah.
Golly, yeah. It's ruining a lot of the franchises trying to pull that. I mean, you almost got a DC Comics issue.
But I'm not really in a hurry to see. I do want to see Doctor Doom, but I'm not really in a hurry to see Fantastic Four or the X-Men because I think they got enough characters right now to make it interesting. So I don't want them to rush any new people in.
Yeah. I think as long as they secure Hugh Jackman, everybody will be fine. We can wait. They could do CGI on his face. He didn't age that much.
Nah.
He's been doing Broadway for a hot minute. He's been chilling.
Well, he kind of let the cat out of the bag. He said that they're going to use time travel on the Deadpool movie, and that's how he's going to be in it. So I don't think he's going to be back for the rest of the MCU.
Oh, that's great.
Because this is supposed to be the same Logan from the Logan movie where he dies. He's only going to be able to meet up with Deadpool because of time travel.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
that sucks. Oh, yeah, I'm not in a rush. I want to see more of the multiverse stuff. That's all I want to see.
Oh, we're gonna get that. We're definitely gonna get more of that, starting with Ant-Man.
Oh God. Oh man, I hate math. Quantum physics is not. Oh God, it's too much. It's like too many like shapes on a chalkboard, and the ADD kicks in. And you're like, hey, I'm gonna come back and watch this episode. I feel stupid right now. Just like watching Loki all over again, man. I gotta build up.
I'm not gonna watch season 2 of Loki. I'm done with that.
I don't know. I liked Loki. I liked Loki because I missed him from the actual movies. Like,
see, I thought he had a perfect ending, and the way he died in Infinity War, I thought that was perfect. I think they're kind of screwing it up now by giving him his own show, even with the explanation of the variant stuff. You just bring it back it's Avatar too. You bring it back the same dude with a half-assed explanation.
Yeah, I would say I'm not gonna watch it, but I am gonna watch it. So I don't want to lie to you, and I'm gonna feel dumb as shit while I watch it.
I think that Michael B. Jordan's return was a great example of the right way to bring somebody back.
Yeah, I agree. I was worried that they were going to bring him back in Wakanda Forever and just like overshadow the whole thing about um, T'Challa, but it was tastefully done.
Yeah,
I
well,
like it.
also, I think that something's wrong if Angela Bassett doesn't get a bunch of award nominations for what she did in this movie.
It's either her or Viola Davis. Like
Well, I'm
I'm
just talking
telling you,
about Wakanda Forever. I mean, she she killed that in those emotional scenes.
yeah, and they killed her, unfortunately.
Yeah, but they had to.
Spoiler alert.
I think they had to though.
Yeah,
She had to go to make the story better.
yeah, that was the other point. But like, how you gonna kill Angela Bassett?
And,
Come on, man.
and Angela Bassett herself said that when she first read the script, she argued about that. She did not want to die.
Yeah, she don't die in the movies. It was like, you ain't gonna Denzel me. Then people expect it. Oh man. So what
Did
was
you
your
know?
movie of the year?
Did you
What was your
notice?
favorite
Well,
movie?
but before we get to that, did you notice just one last thing about Wakanda Forever? Did you notice that when
Oh,
Shuri finally wore the Black Panther outfit, she had on it had influences from Killmonger and her brother?
yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes T'Challa was too nice, and
Yeah, right.
Killmonger was Killmonger. So I mean, she got best of both worlds. I think uh, as long as M'Baku is by her side to talk some sense into her, she good.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like Star Wars. Like you were always going to need somebody like Darth Vader to take the Emperor out. Luke wasn't going to be able to make it happen.
Nah, nah. Yeah, Luke wasn't that dude. Yeah, he tried. Yeah.
And if
Uh,
Shuri wasn't using Killmonger's advice, I don't think she would have got so far in that fight with Namor.
yeah, I mean, when you lead a civilization, sometimes you gotta kill people, man. Yeah.
Right. For,
Max POTUS.
for 1,500 years and change.
Mm, mm.
Oh, but
Yeah, man.
I mean, really, it's not really a change of subject because Wakanda Forever is my movie of the year.
I think that's a perfect movie. Like, uh, hmm. Now, here's what I think. All right. So the movie of the year for me going to the theaters, the whole reaction that I've had around the movie, seeing it, wanting to watch it again, like, hey, put it out on digital, so I can watch it some more. Thanks, Disney. Uh, I think that is definitely the best pound for pound movie, and it was a comic book movie that
Right.
came out in the theaters this year. Um, however, however, this Tommy dropped one on us, man. I didn't think Top Gun Maverick was gonna be that good, and I didn't see it in the theaters.
Oh, I did.
Um,
I saw it in the theater.
I was very surprised how much I liked that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Very highly rewatchable.
That was
Yeah.
a great way, a great example of how to do a decades later sequel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people didn't like the fact that it was almost like the same thing as the first movie. I'm like, I didn't care. What are you worried about? It's flying jets in Mach 10. Come on, man.
Well,
Shit was great.
I love the fact that unlike a lot of these sequels where they do a sequel to a movie from years ago and they bring back the characters like now that they're older. This
Mm.
movie wasn't about passing the torch. It was still focused almost completely on Maverick.
Yeah, Tom ain't gonna take no attention off him now. Come on.
Yeah. Because if this had been another one of these movies, Maverick would have died so that Miles Teller could be the hero. But Tom wasn't going for that.
Boy, I felt like that was almost the case at one point. I was like, man, y'all better be playing with me. Okay, we're good now. I was like, are you really gonna kill Tom? They don't kill Tom Cruise in the movie.
And
they killed him in the Mummy. He came back.
Well, there's a internet theory that he actually died in the very beginning when he was doing that test flight, and the rest of the movie was just like his vision of what his life would have been.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, yeah, but they would have hinted at him still being dead, though.
Right. Like Top Gun, the Sixth Sense version.
Yeah, it was like we had closure. I don't know if you really get closure from stuff like that.
Right.
It's like a reflection of your life that you live, not what would I have hoped my life to be? Ghost of Jet Future? What the hell? No.
So are you saying that that's your number one movie for the year?
I'm saying this hard to pick one.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I didn't see Top Gun in the theaters.
I think you still got time to be honest. I think it's still might be in some theaters.
Now, see, that's crazy that it still is, but it's worth it. I mean, I haven't heard anyone dislike this movie in the same way I haven't heard anyone really dislike Black Panther.
Right.
For the culture, for the emotional attachment that brought me to the point where my eyes were burning in the theater. I had to man up and look at my wife. I'm like, I'm a G. I'm not crying. This is a movie, but he did die. He's from South Carolina though. I feel close to him. I ain't never seen this dude in my life. Oh man, my eyes still burning. What movie has done that to me? I don't know. For that reason, it would have to make it above Maverick. But if I was seeing Maverick in the movie, I would have been like, we might have needed a conversation. I don't know. I mean, just for the movie aspect, not for the culture and stuff like that, but just for movie, they run close neck to me. But yeah, that tearjerker did it for me, man.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could blame you for that choice though, because like you said, I haven't heard anybody disliking Maverick. So sounds good to me. And it even got picked as one of the American Film Institute's top 10 movies of the year.
And it should. It really should. It's a really good movie, man.
What else did you like this year?
Black Adam, really good. We already talked briefly about Black Adam.
How do you feel about the fact that it looks like they're not going to be continuing anything from Black Adam?
Ooh, let's pick that up once we get back on there, because
okay,
that might be the conversation to take us out.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's just jump on that thing now, man.
Right. Yeah, let's do it. I thought we had a pretty good crop of movies this year, and I didn't really expect that.
There's a bunch of good movies that came out.
Some of the ones that I thought were pretty good, I think they went under the radar for the mainstream. Because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about Soft and Quiet. Have you seen that?
I have not seen that. I have not heard of that until you said something about that. What is that about?
I mean, I would tell you what it's about, but it's the kind of movie where it's better to go in not knowing anything at all. Because it starts off a certain way, and then it takes a left turn, and then shit never gets back to normal after that.
I feel like a couple of movies did that. So this has been a long year, but I can't remember if if Fresh came out
Yeah, Fresh was this year, I think.
yeah, that was kind of like that. They told you in the comments about 30 minutes in, and they never toned it down after that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to look that up. I'm looking for
Body,
stuff to watch anyway.
don't watch the trailer though. Just
Okay.
yeah. And also Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. That was a real good one that kind of snuck up on me. That starts off pretty calm, and then shit gets crazy.
How do you feel about Nope?
I like Nope. I like Nope a lot.
I fell asleep on Nope.
Really?
I feel bad. Yeah, I mean, it was a good.
Now,
I think it was the latter part of the movie is what I fell asleep on.
Did you watch it on a work day, on a work night?
might have been. I don't know. I don't. It doesn't feel like I did. They all run together nowadays, though. But the movie, it was okay. Until like the last part, and I just started to fall asleep on it. Like the whole thing with the monkey and all that stuff, that was great. Nice to see Glenn from The Walking Dead. That was great. Kiki Palmer, that was fun. It was, when I think back, it was fine, but I think I missed the last 5 minutes of the movie because I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. Oh man.
I still like The Northman. I thought that was one of the best movies of the year.
Bought that. Yeah, I was like, whoa, man, boy, did you go in hard?
Right.
Jeez, like this. The other one that reminded me, when you said Northman, this is a weird correlation. The Duel.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think if they take that second, like the repeat of that rape scene out, that'd be okay. That'd be great because we didn't need to see that twice. Other than that, great movie. I'm like, we get it. We get it. Oh God. Oh God, they keep going. Oh God, they're playing it again. Oh man. Oh, they want me to get desensitized? What is this? It's the Me Too movement, man. Let's stop this on film. God. Oh, that was a good one too. You know what I didn't like?
What's that?
I thought I was gonna like Lightyear. I hate the F out of that movie.
I didn't hate it, but it was, even though it was kind of fast paced, it was still boring. Like I just didn't. I mean, it was like, okay, it's fine, but I don't really give a shit about nothing that's happening.
Yeah, I was the whole time. I didn't care about it. How do you feel about Ethan Hawke?
He's all right. I think he's talented, but I wish he would have gone on this because it seems like he's like going all out nowadays. Like he's, but I mean, it seems like he kind of took his time about it. Like, why didn't you do this 10 or 15 years ago? You'd have been the next Tom Cruise. Now you're kind of on the downslope.
I did not like Ethan Hawke until The Black Phone came out.
Wow.
Seriously. I mean, he was good in Moon Knight too. I think, yeah, something about Ethan Hawke I just didn't like back in the day, man. Just the whole, all of Ethan, didn't want it. Now he's okay. I was like, he looks a little grown up now. Good job.
I think that when he was younger, he wasn't picking the greatest movies.
So he was doing like a Will Smith.
But I mean, I think Will Smith had a better start than Ethan Hawke did. Like,
Oh yeah.
well, no, because Will Smith. Because I was thinking about Independence Day. Independence Day was not his first movie. Um,
No, no,
Independence
no.
Day was more like his breakout movie. So
Right. And he
yeah,
wasn't the real star of the movie. He had a breakout role that everybody like flocked his attention to him, but
well, he
you
stole the
know,
show, yeah, because
he stole the show. Yeah.
yeah,
I think it was Jeff Goldblum's movie.
might have. I don't know. Was it an ensemble or was it one person's movie?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because if you look at the cover now, they probably changed it to Will Smith as the headliner. So
Because
you
they
might.
jumped around. Because you remember they jumped around from Randy Quaid's family to Jeff Goldblum and his dad to Will Smith and his new family, and yeah, they did a lot of jumping around in that movie. So I'm not sure if they even had a star.
Well, I don't know. I might have to say it's Jeff Goldblum's movie because he was in the second one too. I don't know.
Well, I think Will Smith knew that he was. I think Will Smith was big enough to say hell no to the second movie. I think that's what happened with that one because
Yeah,
he
I
was
liked the
also
second one.
he chose Suicide Squad over. I hated that shit. I was like
Oh man.
that to me. That was one of the because it's like, all right, I know this is a sequel, but that doesn't mean everything has to be bigger. Like, come on, man. The spaceship is the size of half the planet, and the queen alien is like the size of a mountain. Like, come on, man. And then all of the new heroes are just basically the kids. It's like the
Yeah.
Independence Day, the next generation. Like, come on.
Well, yeah, they did that, I think, because Will wouldn't sign up to be in it. So they were like,
Well,
well, let's
see,
get the guy from
I'm cool with Will Smith's stepson being a big part of it. But that girl and that dude, they didn't have to be as young as he was. They could have been. He should have been the only one that age that was the spotlight of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have been. I mean, I don't know. Will, I don't know. Will had a couple of movies out this year after the slap. Oops.
I got Emancipation is one of my favorite movies of the year.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I did not see the one about the Williams sisters' father. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. I like that.
I don't like Will in those type of roles. Like I was thinking back and um, the Will Smith movies I don't like. There's more of them that I don't like than there are ones that I do, which is weird because I like Will Smith as an actor. Um, I don't know. Like Ollie is look, Ollie was hard to watch. It was not because of Will. It was because of Michael Mann. I hate his films. Like when he did what didn't he redo Miami Vice?
Yeah, because he did the TV show.
A dark ass movie,
No,
man.
I
Like you're
liked
in
it.
Miami. Why was it so dark?
But you had that. To me, that was the only way to do it because people were not going to accept the TV version in a movie theater. People would have dismissed it as being cheesy. They would have been like, "What is this 80s looking bullshit?"
Well, they,
So
they made it work with Bad Boys.
I think he had to do like because basically the Miami Vice movie was kind of like Christopher Nolan's Batman movies.
It was dark like that. And I didn't want them boys to go Batman level. I mean, I need more sunlight. They could have had more scenes in the daytime.
I think he did that so that we would take it serious. I think that was the only reason he went dark like that. Because the TV show is forever associated with 80s and neon and a certain type of
days, man.
yeah, but that wouldn't fly nowadays in a movie. Like I don't think it would work in a movie. They wouldn't have sold tickets, I don't think.
I don't know. Bad Boys got away with it like 3 times.
Yeah, but Bad Boys didn't look 80s to me though. Like the first two movies are definitely 90s movies. Like if you watch them
Right.
now, they're definitely 90s movies. But they came out in the 90s though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you were asking me about Black Adam.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so before we go, I guess like I'm annoyed with Warner Brothers right now.
Aren't we all?
Uh, and they have to find a way to have a home for their intellectual property that lasts more than 5 years. I would like that to be true.
Yeah.
Um, because what happens when you do that, well, I mean, there's some good things that come about, but there's some bad things. So good thing is we don't have to worry about stupid Wonder Woman movie for a foreseeable future. But we lose Black Adam. You said right? We're not going to get a sequel to that.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think it doesn't look like it.
the worst thing I think, if you want to, unfortunate thing, Henry Cavill left The Witcher to come back to be Superman, and then James Gunn was like, hold on.
Right.
No, yeah, we're trying to wipe all that Zack Snyder stuff out the window. We don't need that.
And I don't really I'm not sure about this concept of a younger Superman. I don't know, man. That seems like a bad sign to me.
That seems like here's what it is to me. No matter how you feel about the Zack Snyder Man of Steel,
I love it.
to me is the best Superman movie they ever made.
And it also was the highest grossing Superman movie they ever made.
I watch that thing at least once every month.
It's part of my personal collection.
Yeah, like I can't find anything wrong with that movie.
Me neither. It's too short. I was if they would have thrown another half hour on there, I'd have been very happy.
I might watch it tonight. um, no, the thing was, we seen him fight Colonel Zod and the henchmen and all that in Man of Steel, which was the best villain fight that he had in a standalone Superman movie ever. Ever.
Yeah.
The level of sequencing action set a precedent.
Yes.
That first of all they didn't keep up with, but it returned with Black Adam, so it came back. However, if we go back to the Smallville version of Superman, that means you give me another prequel where he's just going back and forth with Lex Luthor. I don't care. He need to fight some hardcore people. Find a way to bring back Doomsday without Jesse Eisenberg, whatever the frick his name is, playing Lex Luthor, and give me that fight again. Kill them all over again. I don't care. Do not give me Smallville Superman. They already have a TV series where freaking Superman went back home to Smallville with Lois and his 2 sons.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me the front end of that where they had the Smallville series? I don't want the little gap in. What is he doing? Learn how to be a reporter? I don't care nothing about that.
And did you know that for the Man of Steel 2 that Henry Cavill was getting ready to do, they were planning on having the villain be Brainiac for the first time in the movie? We don't get that now.
I mean, yeah. Well, Discovery has bought
And listen,
all the IP.
And another thing that people don't really talk about, Henry Cavill is the biggest that he's ever been. He's more Superman than he's ever been now.
Yeah. He was getting big for The Witcher. That's why.
Yeah, he is swole as shit now. But now
Yeah.
he's not gonna be Superman anymore. Man.
And unless he can work a magic to get his job back with The Witcher, he's gonna be jobless for a minute.
No, he's doing Warhammer, a Warhammer series at Amazon.
Oh, and you know what that means? He might take a job in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I mean, if they do Captain Britain, he'd be perfect for that.
They were kind of hinting at him kind of wanting to do that anyway before all this happened. So,
Also, I mean, he might work for James Bond too. Because I would love to
I
see.
can see that.
I would love to see a James Bond that could kick ass. I don't want to like that Pierce Brosnan thing where he was just. It looked like he didn't want to get his hands dirty. I ain't like that.
I like Pierce Brosnan too, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
They made those to sell toys and video games.
Speaking of it, I thought Pierce Brosnan was pretty good in Black Adam.
He was absolutely amazing. He made me forgive him for playing those James Bond movies. I was like, look at him. He was good. Okay, look at him. I like it. I like whenever I can see a Pierce in a good light, it makes me want to go see Dante's Peak again. And then remind myself, never live by a volcano. Yeah, man, he was good in that. Too bad they had to kill him.
I never saw that whole movie because I remember when that came out, there was 2 volcano movies out, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Both of those movies were good though. Both of them. Oh yeah, the Tommy Lee Jones volcano movie. It was a little less believable, but it was good. And then Dante's Peak was like, yeah, y'all had multiple warnings. Dog, you had chances. If you died in there, you wanted to die. So,
how much faith do you have in this new 10-year plan that they're supposed to be rolling out pretty soon for DC?
None whatsoever. Because here's the thing. Discovery ain't gonna hold that IP that long. They're gonna trade it off to somebody else, so it's just gonna switch hands again.
Right. Also, but I do want to throw this in too. I agree with you on those. I'm glad that they went ahead and trashed that third Wonder Woman movie because that last one was straight garbage. But I do think that they cast a pretty good person for the role though. Like Gal Gadot, however you pronounce her name, I like her as Wonder Woman. I just don't like those movies.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing about the second one, women had controlling creative control over how that storyline went. That was the most misogynistic thing I ever seen in my life. I was like, oh, you must not be with the movement then. Okay.
Well, I mean, if the movement is supposed to be about choice, so maybe some people choose to be misogynistic.
That's a good way to look at it. I like that. Oh, God.
And you got to respect that choice.
Yes, I do, because that's the rules. You almost got me. Them's the rules, damn it. You don't gotta like it. You just don't have to say anything about it. Smile away, boys. Smile away. I love that movie too.
But I mean, yeah, man, it's crazy over at DC right now. Like, and the fans started flipping too. Like, them new guys been catching hell on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be but so long until they start to jump ship. As soon as their contract lets them to do it, was like, I'll do this one because I'm obligated to, but I'm not doing it. I'm not messing with y'all, boy. After I'm done with this thing, man.
Now they're
Nah.
saying that Jason Momoa might be playing another role. He might be Lobo, but it's like Lobo looks, at least the Lobo from the animated series, he sounds just like Aquaman. So I don't even know how that's gonna work.
Just let them figure it out. We'll be watching Marvel until they figure it out. I'm not. I can't fool up with these people. Terrible decisions. All they're focused on at Discovery right now is putting HGTV stuff on HBO Max. That's all they care about. They don't care about any of the comic book stuff. Hopefully, James Gunn does a solid and not like tank the whole thing on the DC side. Just try to prove a point or something. I don't know what the hell. But yeah, they can go play in traffic.
I don't want to see a Justice League movie that's basically the DC version of Guardians of the Galaxy, though.
That's what it'll be.
I don't want that. Justice League is not Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what you're gonna get, though.
I'll pass then. I think he did a really good job on the Suicide Squad, but not every character needs to be in that same zone.
Yeah, he has this one. He has a style about him that he can't like spread across different character arcs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't want to see Batman with the comedy ever. I don't want that.
You definitely go get comedy from James Gunn.
Yes.
Yeah, might be like Thor. I don't know.
Well, see, they already tried. That's what the thing about Warner Brothers. They don't learn from their mistakes. You already did that. That's why we had Man of Steel, because you gave the people what they claimed they wanted with Superman Returns. They didn't buy tickets, so you had to go in a better direction, and you did. You gave people the comedy with Green Lantern. They didn't buy tickets, so you had to scrap all the sequels you had planned out for that. You gave people the comedy with Batman and Robin. Everybody hated it, so that's why you had to start over with Batman Begins.
The worst. Ugh.
Yeah. So don't listen to what the people tell you. Watch what they spend their money on. That's my.
We like the dark, gritty stuff from DC.
Exactly. My thing is, you gotta balance with DC. You gotta go dark and gritty to balance out the inherent goofiness, because they got a whole lot of stupid shit over at DC, and it's not gonna work unless you filter it through the gritty lens.
Very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one day they will. But you never know. Maybe when that day comes, Disney will own their IP too.
They're probably working on that.
Yeah, they'll put it on Hulu.
Before we go, I do want to thank you again for hooking me up with those instructions on that turkey, though. It came out lovely.
I am very happy that turned out well. A lot of people are kind of intimidated by the bird, but a wise man named Magoo once said, "But bird the word." All you gotta do is cook that thing, man.
Man, that thing was juicy. I listen, because I was smelling that goodness for the whole 3 hours and change. I just knew it was going to be good, and it was.
I love that, man.
What's the next movie you planning on checking out?
Next movie I plan on checking out, I guess, is going to be Ant-Man. I think that comes out in February.
Damn, you don't want to see nothing until February?
I mean, January might be too busy, man.
Oh, I
Might be
got
too
you.
busy.
Got
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. For good reasons. Good reasons. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
I got you. I got you.
And for one thing, I need to spread out my movie visits because they can't get my warm nacho cheese anymore. I'm just saying, I keep getting cold nacho cheese, and
Mm.
it's ruining my experience. Um,
You know,
Little petty stuff like that keeps me home.
I never actually had nachos at a movie theater. I usually get popcorn. I had chicken tenders and I had pizza, but I never had nachos at the theater.
Oh man, it's good as long as the cheese is hot or warm. I don't know why they can't keep the cheese warm. I mean, they put the little thing in. They have it in a warmer. Why
Yeah,
isn't that warm?
right.
I don't know. Maybe they just put it in there before I got there because I usually go to matinees. So maybe they just put it in there. It's not really warm. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
my fault.
they not giving the matinee people the best effort. That's what it is.
Yeah, this is like you're already getting a discount because it's matinee. You should have brought your own food.
Yeah, this is supposed to be our chill time. What you mean give you hot cheese? We only do that shit for the night crowd.
Yeah, that is why I'm waiting until February. Mess right there.
Well, Maverick, it was good talking to you again.
Oh man, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, anytime, of course. And let us know if you got let us know, update us on any movies you happen to see that you think we need to know about, because that's what we love over here.
Oh yeah, all
And
day, son.
because I know you got the streaming package. So let us know if you find something outside of the theater that seems pretty good. And
Absolutely.
yeah. And also, let us know, because I've been watching the barbecue summit meetings. So keep them coming. Let me know if you what other what you got going on in the culinary field.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just doing what I can, man. Just trying to make some side change and feed some bellies and
Gotcha.
have some fun posting on IG
Yeah.
and big up in the culture, Black Smoke Barbecue.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real. Oh,
yeah,
tell
man.
the people where they can find you online.
Oh, Charlie Maverick, Maveric everywhere. Black Smoke Barbecue Podcast, Blackout Loud Podcast, Jesus Takes the Wheel Podcast, the Mavcast, not so much anymore, but you can still find them. And I got a couple more podcasts in the works, so you can find me everywhere on social media by the name Charlie Maverick. Oh, and on Discord, doing some behind the scenes stuff, getting people used to decentralized social networks so we can
Definitely.
fight against the algorithm
Right.
and make our own money.
For real. Yeah.
Had to hit my mic on that one. So
Power to
I
the
felt
people.
it. Yes, sir.
Wakanda Forever.
I think I did it wrong.
But I'm not gonna hold you up, sir. It's been real as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep it black.
All the time. Thanks, my man.
I don't know what you guys at home are into, but I'm gonna go ahead and wish you a happy Kwanzaa.
That's right.
All right, Charlie. Holla back.
All right, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No
It was
doubt.
great.
All right.
All right. Till
Later.
next time.
No
Later.
doubt.
Fully cinematic.